from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Cincinnati Bengals taking on Kirk Cousins and the New York Giants.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jasont1991's on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Cousins. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st down, Giants.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Coleman. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
1-yard line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Cousins. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Bengals, nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. On the screen, this is Eckler. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Minshew's pass complete to Austin Eckler.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Minshew. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
For a Cincinnati.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a man primed for an increased workload. It's Austin Eckler. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Austin Eckler, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, But the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Coleman now. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Dexter Lawrence drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Dolphins that have grabbed the early lead over the Jets. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Minshew sets to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 22.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10
Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. Third down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins again. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now, here come the Bengals. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk. And that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun is Minshew. And going for Ayuk again. This time he's got him. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
What's up, man?
So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's been a long day for you. Hey, let go. Mike by 4. Mike by 4. Ricky. Now.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. He'll fire this one deep for Eck. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
The 2-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh. 57 Mike. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
It'll be Minshew again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. From the gun, Minshew to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Minshew's pass intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Here's Minshew. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Set to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Mickens on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's Eckler again. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
In on the tackle.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
At the 41-yard line.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Tackle made.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
46-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Eckler,
on the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Down at the 43.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Bound to lose one. 80 weapons.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
The 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
22 yards there, a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
1st and goal.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jack Doyle. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 24. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 37-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman.
Cousins
Stop shy of the 45.
to Tevin Coleman.
Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Got a man. He finds Sanders.
Complete.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Not much there, only a yard.
1-yard gain.
And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch. Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path. A significant number. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down. Left side here to Sanders. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total. He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot. I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd
line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They will run again with Coleman. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. They were able to stop him at the line on first. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up. I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day. Yeah, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that. Maybe. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass. On 2nd down, Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now a toss, running left, Eckler. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Giants 24-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain here down to the 22. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's good.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very